What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of going from $100 all the way up to $100,000. Now, before we begin and we hit up some molds, we have a total in cash of $1,237.20 to play around with, hopefully find something good. And if this is the first time you're watching this video, that's absolutely fine. But if this is the second, third, fourth, or multiple time watching my videos, all I ask is for you to subscribe down below. It's absolutely free and it helps me out a lot. Plus, we are giving this pair away for free once we hit 1,000 subscribers. If this is your first video, enjoy. But if this is your second or more, all I do is ask for you guys to subscribe. It's absolutely free. With that being said, let's waste no more time, hit up some malls, see what we can pick up today. Okay, to start it off, they have these Zion 2 Voodoos. Honestly, I really like these, and I'm going to be getting a lot of pairs because they have some pretty decent resale value. Then they have these Jordan 7s for $130. Honestly, these need to be like $150. These are way too overpriced at this point, and nobody's going to be picking them up. But we did find some nice Nike Dunk highs with a furry swoosh. It's just no resale value, unfortunately. And the same thing for these Air Forces. Yes, they're on sale, but just not enough resale value for either of them to pick up, even though they are a really nice colorway and under retail. However, we did find these Panda Dunks in preschool. Definitely picking these ones up, and some Cherry 11s in preschool, but prices already dropped on these a lot. Then they have these gray and black Jordan ones for women's. Really nice, just honestly no resale value on them. Okay, so pretty good start to the episode. Like you guys saw, we saw some preschool pandas. We got 4 pairs of those. Unfortunately, they sold very quick. Before I could get them in hand for you guys to see, I do have this quick video of them right here to show that I actually did have them in hand. But we got a size 2Y, a 13C, 12C, and 11C. All gone. Pretty happy about that. It was a quick, easy sale. Then we have these Zion 2 in the Voodoo colorway. This is honestly a really nice, clean Jordan Zion 2 here. I really like them. The little details on this shoe is really nice. There's so many just little cool details on the shoe. As you can see, there's so much little stitching going around, and then on the back, probably my favorite part of the shoe. We got a lot of pairs. I think we got like 5 pairs total, ranging from a 13 to a 10. Again, all sizes will be at the end of the video, but yeah, I got 5 pairs of these for $189 a piece. Then at the outlet, if you guys remember from a few videos ago, we got a few pairs of these. We just bought a few more just because they're a decent price and I think I can move them fast. Again, all sizes will be at the end, but pretty much we just picked up a few more of this shoe in different sizes. Then we got another pair of this shoe right here. We have like 6 pairs. Picked up another pair of this. Then we got 2 in this colorway. It's the same pair as you just recently saw, just in this gray, yellow, and blue colorway. It's almost like an all recycled pair. That's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, 2 sizes in this. And again, we paid like $73 for these, so I should be able to move these relatively easily. Then for $132.28, we got this pair right here. They're the Nike Air Zoom Alpha Fly Next Percent in this Volt colorway. Yeah, we got a decent amount of these as well. These will most likely move really good for us as well. But since we did buy a lot of pairs for this price point, I price matched all of these ones that we bought before, so we got a good chunk of change back. And same thing goes with this black pair. Same thing, we bought a good amount of these, some more pairs, and we price matched the pairs that we bought previously, so a good amount of money saved by doing that. And yeah, that's everything. Pretty decent start to the episode. So yeah, let's just fast forward to the next day, see what we can pick up, and see if we're gonna do some more price matching. Okay, to start off, we found these really nice Nike Dunk highs. Unfortunately, they don't have any resale value on them because they're Nike Dunk highs. Same thing applies for this all white pair with a double swoosh. They still have some Citrus 7s here sitting. For some reason, they're not on sale at all, which is really weird to see. And these Midnight Navy ones, I'm surprised I haven't seen these ones go on sale at all. That's very surprising. Then these Jordan 13s, same thing, surprised these haven't gone on sale either. These have been sitting here for a hot minute. Then they had these French Blue still sitting here, and for some reason a lot of places have been getting these Stealth Jordan 1 highs. Then some more of these Honeydew Dunk lows, a really nice colorway here. Then they have these new Jordan 11s. Then they still have these Mad Ugly 4s here. Honestly, these are gonna be here for a hot minute. Wouldn't be surprised if we see these on sale. Then they have the Dark Iris 3s here. Really surprised these have restocked. And they still have these 5s here. And I called it. I definitely called it. We did a lot of price matching today. Probably gonna do even more next time, but we did price match a lot of shoes. And to start off, we price matched a lot of these shoes. If you guys have been watching, you know we picked up a lot of this pair right here. And before they were like $73.49, and now with all the new discounts, we only paid $50.38. So that's like $20 save per pair. We price match every single one of those that we have in our inventory, plus we bought a good amount. We pretty much cleared their stock. These will move so easy for us for 50 bucks. And again, we saved so much money doing that. And then same thing with this pair. It's the exact same shoe, but in this black colorway. You know, we had a lot of men's and women's sizes, and guess what? Price matched those as well. We got a lot of money back. I'm really happy about that. And then moving on, this box is probably somewhat familiar for you guys if you've been watching. We got this pair of the Jordan 13 Black University Blues. They're sitting already, guys. A size 11. Hopefully I can sell them fast before they completely brick, but I don't have strong hopes for that. They might be a return, not gonna lie, but keep that on the low. Then some more Jordan 13s, as you can see here. Pairs that we got last episode in this French blue colorway. They were on sale, 25% off. We just got two more size 11 and a half. So that is it, guys. I would say it was a decent day. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing too crazy that's like, wow, I can't believe we bought these today, but lots of price matching. And guys, I have a feeling tomorrow we're gonna do so much more, because I saw that the Vapor Maxes that we saw last episode were even more reduced and even better sales now. So we're gonna go do that next time we hit up some stores and hopefully buy some more stuff. But let's just fast forward. I'm not ready for this because price matching is such a pain. It's literally the worst part of it, but it saves so much money. So let's just fast forward to the next time we go. Okay, to start off, they have like every single color of these mellow balls. The black and blue, the all red pair, these all blue pair, the lime colorway, lots of different ones sitting all over the place, just no resale value. Then they have these teal Jordan 1 mids and a 10 women's. Definitely picking this one up. Still have the black Taxi 12s here sitting. And the Jordan 7 Cardinals here sitting like all over the place. I'm heavily considering picking these up once they go 25% off, because not gonna lie, because they're kind of mad underrated. They got the Jordan 1 mid taxis, no resale value on these at all. Then they got the whole Pokemon collection here for Puma. We got the Bulbasaur. Of course, we had to get the main man Squirtle and Charmander, my personal favorite. And who can forget the main man Pikachu? And they also have some taxis. Okay, we're back and we price matched all the Vapor Maxes and we bought a lot more. We bought a lot of these ones and these ones right here. Bought a bunch of them because they got reduced so heavily. I think originally these were $95.52 and these ones were $72. And we saved about $10 per pair that we price matched, and we price matched every single one that we bought, including the women's one. So yeah, very hectic day, but we did buy a lot more of these ones. We didn't buy any more women's ones. Then for some new stuff, you guys probably know what it is by the box. I have a funny story about this. So they got these at Champs, and apparently some guy returned like 18 pairs of size 8. So yeah, whoever that is, big L, but it is what it is. I don't know why you bought 16 pairs of size 8, but yeah, we got only one pair of taxis, as you can see here, size 8. Still on the lookout for my size 10.5 for the personal. I saw these in stores at Champs. I'm like, oh, maybe they got a restock. I had a little bit of a heart attack, you know, getting excited to get my own personal pair. And then my man had to really tell me that some guy had to return 18 pairs of size 8. So yeah, we got this, a size 8, and yeah, probably should be able to move this relatively fast. I think I can move it, but that guy couldn't move it, and he had to return 18 pairs, so hopefully I can move it and I don't have to return it. And then finally, I don't know how well you can see it in this box, it is this pair of Jordan 1s that we bought like a couple episodes ago that sold out super fast for us. This teal colorway right here, we got a size 10 women's, a really good size, but the only thing is, I don't know how well you guys can see how messed up this box is, but I tried to, I try to smooth talk them, say like, is there any discounts we can do on this, since like, the box is a little a little messed up, not gonna lie, but they said no, can't do anything. It is what it is. $168 we paid for this pair, and you know, you don't wear the box, so at the end of the day, it's not that important. Should be able to move this for a really good profit like we did all the other pairs. And guys, if you guys remember this shoe, not just this shoe in particular, but a bunch of other colorways, pretty much every colorway that we bought, we price matched because they went on sale. So originally we paid like $104.98 or something very similar to that, and they went all the way down to like 60 something dollars. They were 40% off. So we price matched every single pair that we have bought. Crazy. And we also bought a lot of pairs, a bunch of different colorways. I'm not gonna go over like every colorway and show you guys. I'll show you at the end of the video. I'm mainly not gonna show you guys right now because they're everywhere, and like if I do this, I'm touching shoes all the way up here. I'm surrounded by shoes right now. It's like very stressful because we bought a lot of the shoes that we price matched because they were such a good deal. It's very hard to show you guys everything right now, but it'll make more sense once you hear the exact number in our inventory. So with that being said, let's just go over everything in our inventory, starting with the Adifoam Q Gray in a size 10.5, the Nike SB 3-2 Premium Ash Green in a 13, 11.5, 11, 10, and 9.5. Then in the Summit White Lilac colorway, we have a 13, 3 11.5s, and 11 and 10.5. Then in the Nike SB Alley Oop Black and White colorway, we have a 10 and 9.5. Then the Air Max 90 Terrascape White Rattan, we have a size 13, 12, 10.5, 8.5, and 8. Then the Air Max Avio Black Bright Crimson in a 12. Then in the Nike Air Force 1 Low White Black Teal, we have an 11, 3 10.5s, a 10, 9.5, and 9. Then in the white black colorway, we have a 14 and 13. Then in the College Pack Midnight Navy colorway, we have a 9 and 13. Then the Air Max 1 Golf Tiger in an 8 and 7. Then the Air Max Plus Hiking Marina colorway in a 6.5, 6, 5.5, and 5Y. Then the Nike Vapor Max Plus Triple Black in a 12, 11, 10, and 8. Then the Air Max 2090 Sail Ghost in a 5, 5.5, 6, and 7.5 women. Then in the Futurism Ice Lilac colorway in an 8 and 8.5. Then in the Black White Black colorway, we have a 9.5, 10, 10.5, 12, and an 8.5 women's and 9 women's. In the Barely Rose colorway in an 8 women's. Then in the Triple White colorway, we have a 12, 9.5, and 8. Then in the Evolutions of Icon colorway, we have a 12 and 11. Then in the Air Max 27 React Black colorway in a 12, 10, 9, and 7.5. Then the Air Max Plus Citrus, we have 2 10s, 5 9s, 2 8.5, 2 7.5, 1 7, 1 8, 3 7s, and 3 6 women's. Then in the Air Vapor Max 2021 Flyknit White Black Photo Blue, we have a 10.5, 2 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, an 8.5, 7.5, and 7. Then in the Black Hyper Pink colorway, we have a 12, 2 10.5, 2 10s, and 2 9.5 women's. Then in the Pink Oxford colorway, we have a 12 and 10.5 women's. Then in the Oreo colorway, we have an 8, 7.5, and 6 women's. Then in the Air Max Thea Mid Black Sail, we have an 8.5, 8, 7.5, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Air Max 2017 Wolf Gray, we have 2 14s and 11.5, 11, 10, 9.5, 9, and 8. And 8.5. Then in the Pure Platinum Wolf Gray Women's colorway, we have a 10.5, 10, 8.5, 2 8s, 6.5, 5, and 5.5 women. Then in the Pure Platinum Wolf Gray, we have a 12.5, 2 11.5, 2 10.5, and 11, 10, 7.5, 13, 9, and 12. Then in the Black Anthrite colorway, we have 2 9.5s, a 9, 2 8.5, 2 8s, and 1 7.5 women's. Then in the Triple Black colorway, we have 2 8.5s, 2 11.5s, 2 10s, 3 12s, 2 9s, 2 9.5s, a 13, 3 11s, a 12.5, 10.5, 8, 7.5, and 7. Then in the Cool Gray colorway, we have 3 11s, 2 10.5s, a 13, 12, 11.5, 14, 2 10s, and 9. Then in the Air Max Bold Triple Black, we have a 9.5 and 9. Then in the Nike Infinity Run Flyknit 2 Black Iron Gray, we have a 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the Black and White colorway, we have a 13, 9, and 8. The Nike React Phantom Run Flyknit 2 Flash Crimson Baltic Blue, we have an 11 and 8. Then in the Nike Phantom React Flyknit 2 Black Team Orange in a 13, 12, 11, 10.5, and 10. Then in the Wolf Gray colorway, we have a 14, 12, 2 11.5, 3 11s, 11s, 2 10.5s, a 10, 9.5, 3 9s, an 8.5, and 8. Then in the black and white colorway, we have 3 8.5 women's, 3 8 women's, 2 7.5 women's, 2 7 women's, a 9 women's, and 9.5 women's. Then 3 13s, 2 12s, 3 11.5s, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 3 10s, 2 9.5s, 5 9s, 4 8s, and 1 8.5. Then in the black university red hyper jade colorway, we have a 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, and 9.5 women. Then in the black safari hyper pink colorway, we have 3 13s and 4 10s. The air structure OG white neo teal colorway, we have 2 13s, 2 12.5s, 2 12s, 2 11.5s, 3 11s, 2 10.5s, 3 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, an 8.5, 8, and 7.5. The black smoke gray colorway, we have 3 13s, 5 12s, an 11.5 11, 2 10.5s, a 9 9, 8.5, and 8. Then in Nike Free Run 2 black white colorway, we have a 10 and 9.5. Then in the wolf gray colorway, we have an 11.5, 10.5, and 10. Then in the Nike Free RN Flyknit 2018 white pure platinum, we have 3 7.5s, 2 8, an 11, 10, 9.5, and 8 women. Then in the black pink foam colorway, we have 2 10s, 1 9, 1 6.5, and 1 6 women. Then in the Nike Presto Sunset Pulse colorway in a 6 women's. Then in the Nike Waffle 1 black colorway in a 5 women. Then in the Nike Daybreak Undercover University Red in a 9, 7.5, and 5.5 women's. Then the Nike Challenger OG White University Red in 2 10.5s, an 11, 2 11.5s, 3 12s, and 1 13. Then in the Nike Free Metcon 3 black white colorway, we have a 13, 11.5, 11, 10.5, and 10. Then in the camel colorway, we have a 12, 11, 10.5, 10, and 9. Then in the Nike Zoom Alpha Fly Next Nature Flat Piercer, we have a 6 and 5. Then in the Barely Volt orange colorway, we have a 13, 12, 11, 2 9, 8.5, 7.5, and 7. Then in the Nike Air Zoom Victory Volt orange, we have 2 10s, 5 11s, a 12, and 6 13s. Then the Nike Kyrie 5 Low Dark Marina Blue in an 8.5. Then the Nike Dunk Low Essential Paisley Pack Barely, we have a 9 women and 2 7 women's. Then the Nike Dunk Low Copper Swoosh in 2 7Ys. Then the Light Smoke Gray colorway, we have a 7 and 6 women's. Then in the Halloween colorway, we have 11 and 8.5. Then in the Arizona State colorway, we have an 11, 10.5, and 9.5. Then in the Nike Dunk High Electric Purple Midnight Navy in a 6Y. Then in the Deadpool colorway, a 6.5Y. Then in the Jordan Air Caden Black Light Smoke Gray in a 10.5. Then in the Jordan Liftoff South Beach colorway in a 9.5, 9, 8, 7.5, and 7. The Jordan Zion 2 Voodoo, we have a 10, 11, 11.5, 12, and 13. The Jordan 13 Black University Blue in an 11. Then in the French Blue colorway, we have 2 12s, 2 11.5s, and 2 11s. Then the Jordan 12 Stealth, we have a 12, 11, 2 10.5s, 2 10s, a 9.5, 2 9s, and 4 8.5s. The Jordan 11 Low 72 and 10 in a size 8. Then the Jordan 1 Low Black Dark Powder Blue in a 4Y. Then in the True Blue colorway in size 8. Then in the White Bordeaux colorway in a 13. Then in the Tie-Dye colorway, we have a 10 and 8.5. Then the Jordan 1 Mid Green Python, we have an 8.5, 8, and 2 7.5 women's. Then an 8.5 women's in the Chutney Taxi colorway. Then a size 12 in the Game Royal colorway. Then the Jordan 1. Then in the Teal colorway, we have a 10 women's. High Taxis, we have a size 8 and 2 7Ys. Then the Starfishes, we have a 7.5 women's. Then in the NYC to Paris, we have a 7.5. Then the White Black Volt University Gold in a 9.5. Then in the Black Metallic Gold colorway in a 9.5. Then the Bleach Coral colorway in a 12 and 13. And finally, the Jordan 1 High Dior's in a 9.5. And yeah, as you can see, crazy amount of stuff in our inventory. But we did sell, thankfully, a very, very good amount of stuff in our inventory. So let's start off with everything we sold this episode, starting with the Nike Air Max Torch 3. We sold every single size, the 12 and 12.5. The Air Max Plus Triple Black, we sold every single pair, the size 12, 11, 10, and 8. The Foamposite 1s, we sold every single pair, size 12, 2 11s, 3 10.5s, 2 10s, 3 9.5s, 4 9s, an 8.5, and 7. Then the Nike Dunk Low Honeydew, we sold 2 9 women's and 1 8.5 women. Then the Nike Dunk Low Midnight Navy, we sold both of the 7Ys. Then the Nike Dunk Low Coconut Milk, we sold every single pair, both of the 7.5 women, both of the 8 women, and the 6 women's. As well as we sold every pair of Jordan 3 Fire Red, all 3 pairs in the 7Y, as well as every single pair of the Jordan 11 Cherries, both of the 8.5s and both of the 8s, and obviously every pair that we picked up of the Pandas. We had 4 pairs, a 2Y, 13C, 12C, and 11C. So yeah, guys, I'm not too sure where that puts us, and I'm gonna give you guys a secret, okay? You can't tell anyone. I'm only telling you guys this because you made it to the end of the video. This is a secret dear to my heart. I don't want anyone to know this because it's kind of like, it's big news. But for you guys wondering, like, how did he sell every single Foamposite in one episode, in 1 week? How did he do that? Guys, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. So honestly, like, they didn't all sell last week, but like, they've been selling since I bought them. But the last pair, the 8.5, no, the 9.5, I only had a 9.5 left. I've only been having a 9.5 left for like a hot minute, but it finally sold yesterday. And like, I don't know, I like having them all sold at the same. I like having it all in one video that is sold in one episode. Just, it's easier for editing wise, you know, like. But don't tell anyone that. Don't be telling people that they've been selling since we bought them, and I'm only telling you guys now. Like, it's a secret between me and you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of our inventory is actually sold. I'm waiting for everything to sell so I can just have a big number. You know what I mean? Like, keep this between me and you. But like, a lot of these 2017 Air Maxes that we just bought, I would say like 70% of them have been sold already. I just haven't told you. So yeah, keep that on the down low. And yeah, guys, like, keep that between you and me. This is you and me secret. Don't be telling nobody, or else like, I'll come after you, because this is a serious talk right now. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too like all over the place, because I'm not gonna lie, like, it got a little hectic towards the end, especially when we're doing all this like price match mumbo jumbo. But hopefully once we go over our New Balance, it'll make sense and you can see like the numbers on screen. Yeah, thank you for watching to the end of the video. Like I said before, if this is your first video, I hope you enjoyed, and if this is your second or more, I just ask you guys to subscribe. It makes a huge difference, and it doesn't really cost you guys anything. It's literally like 1 second to click that subscribe button. But with that being said, since you made it to the end of this video, I strongly suggest just subscribing, turning on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my newest videos. Plus, that just automatically enters you into this giveaway. These are only going to be given away once we hit 1,000 subscribers, and then those first 1,000 people to subscribe will be entered. So unfortunately, if you're 1,001, you missed the deadline, my guy. But if you're exactly 1,000, if you're 999 and so far down, you're entered. It's that simple. So again, thank you guys. Let's waste no more time and figure out what our new tally is. I'm very curious. So yeah, let's roll it right now.